Give me the next 15 or so minutes of your time, and you will no longer care about being a short guy. If you don't know who I am, my name is Max. I'm on a mission to help short men around the world overcome their insecurity and live a better life. And so if you're a short guy and you're struggling with your height crippling you and preventing you from doing what you want to do with your life, you've come to the right place. So without further ado, let's get into the presentation. Welcome to How to Stop Obsessing Over Your Height as a Short Guy. In this presentation, I'm going to explain to you everything I've done to improve my life as a short guy, get over this insecurity, because I know all too well there's so many of you struggling out there. And I want my videos and my content to be really accessible to people. And I'm giving this completely free because I want to help you guys. And I'm tired of looking on Reddit and seeing all of you guys miserable. And so this video is for you, the guys who are short and really don't like their life and feel like they're less worthy of their life because of it. My goal for this video is for you to leave as a new man. I will show you the exact blueprint I created to turn myself from an insecure short guy into a confident short king. And a lot of this advice in this video is kind of interconnected. And it may seem like it doesn't have a lot to do with your height specifically, but I'm telling you, if you can apply what you learned today into your own life, your insecurity will leave your mind. You'll just forget about it. All right? There will be things in this presentation that you might disagree with. I humbly ask that you keep an open mind. Without further ado, let's get into the foundations. Society has made it seem that being short is a bad thing. I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's neutral. It's literally a physical description. That's it. If somebody goes missing, one of the descriptions that they need is their height. Okay, they don't judge the person for their height. They need it so they can recognize the person if they're looking for them. People have glorified being tall when it has the same value as being short or being average. If you can understand this and the true meaning of this, everything will change. But you must accept the truth. Your height cannot be changed. You're stuck in a cycle where your height controls you. So the first thing you need to do is make a decision. Will you decide right now that your height will no longer affect your life? Or do you choose to continue the vicious cycle? I hope you choose the latter half. We're going to get into some mindset shifts now. You must understand that until now, you've chosen to let height have a negative association. There is damage that has been done. And starting now, you will heal and become stronger. The first place we need to start is in your mind because it's been hurt the most. The most effective way to heal this wound is to look at its origin. Try to remember the first time you realized you were short or when it affected you. Were you bullied or made fun of? Did someone comment that it was unusual? Did a girl reject you? When you find the answer, I want you to journal your thoughts using the following question prompts. When was the first time I realized my height was considered different? Who or what happened and where? How did it make me feel? Have there been any similar occurrences since then? How can I connect that first situation to my current situation? I want you to take your time with this. I don't want you to rush through it. So pause the video and please answer those questions. If you can get to the root of the problem, it's much easier to solve. Once you've finished answering, take a minute to look at it and reflect. Do you see any connections or similarities from the traumatic events to the person that you are now? This is the harsh truth. It's not your height that makes you feel insecure. It's you that makes you feel insecure. I would know. I used to be one of the most insecure people you could ever meet. Constantly self-deprecating, negative, and just not a fun person to be around. But now I've made a complete 180 and I know you can too. The way you treat yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm short, ugly, and unlovable, then you will be seen as short, ugly, and unlovable. Now is the time to make the switch. Take a minute to write down 5 things you actually like about yourself. Anything from your personality to physical attributes to passions. Take a minute, write down 5 things you like about yourself. If you're a kind, honest, and caring person, those are 3 right there. Take the time to write it down because there are good things about you. You just need to think about it and reflect. Another important point. You've been looking at life in such scarcity and victimize yourself to almost no return. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. There are people without limbs, kids without parents, and people with diseases that suffer in day-to-day life. You must be grateful for the fact that you're even here today, because there are people in this life that would gladly switch places with you. Practicing gratitude has changed my life. I never realized how lucky I am until I did this. Start writing down 1 to 3 things you're grateful for every day. Do it now. On the same piece of paper, write down 1 to 3 things that you're grateful for, the first few things that come to mind. After some time, it will add up and you'll see how much you truly have to be grateful for. I still do this to this day. That's how important this is to me and should be to you. Next, we're going to go over goals and identity. Clearly, whatever you've been doing hasn't worked for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. The person that you are now is not the same person that you'll be when you achieve your goals. The question is, do you have any goals? I want you to really think deeply about what it is you want in life. Not your parents, not your friends, not your coworkers or siblings. You. The reality is, most of us have been living our lives for the approval of other people, myself included. You will never be truly happy that way. Write down some things you actually want in life. What is your dream day? Journal using the following question prompts. What time do I wake up and go to sleep? What do I do for work? How much money do I make? Where do I live? What is my house or apartment like? What do I do in my free time? What does my body look and feel like? Do I have a partner? What are they like physically and emotionally? What are my friends like? What kind of people are they? How is my relationship with my family? Do I have my own family? Take time with this. It shouldn't take you 5 minutes. You need to really take your time and write everything out. Pause the video, look at those questions, and think of it a 5 to 10 year time frame. Your dream life. Without any bias or input from anybody else, truly reflect on what it is you want in life. Get as detailed as you possibly can. Once you have it all written down, the next step is to turn them into actionable and realistic goals. I want you to write down 3 goals for the next year that derive from that list that you wrote before, that whole entry. On whatever day you're watching this, mark it for 1 year from now. I would suggest having 1 mental goal, 1 physical goal, and 1 financial goal. You don't have to, but it's just a suggestion. An example would be for a mental goal, read 12 books. Physical goal, lose 50 pounds. Financial goal, make an extra $10,000 at the side hustle. From there, break them down into monthly goals. So if you want to read 12 books, that's 1 book a month. Lose 50 pounds, 4 pounds a month. Make an extra $10,000, make an extra $834 a month. Then into weekly goals, 1 book a month, around 20 to 30 pages a week, depending on the book, maybe less, maybe more. 4 pounds a month, 1 pound a week. $834 a month, $208.50 a week. Here's the best part. You can turn them into daily actionable steps that move the needle day by day. Read a chapter or 10 pages a day. Substitute a condiment for a lower calorie alternative. Go for a walk or a gym session. Apply to DoorDash or another delivery service for an extra side income on weekends, if that's what you're into. Start that business or post content. Small daily actions add up. But this all means nothing if you don't have the right mindset and identity. Like I said previously, the person that you are now is not the same person when you achieve your goals. This is not to say you must change who you are. What needs changing are your habits and lifestyle, not who you are as a person. You should always embrace who you are because you're unique and one of one, and nobody else can ever be you, has ever been you, or will be you. So let's get into the habits and lifestyle. When doing your daily actionable steps, you must step into the identity of the person you would like to become. When making daily decisions, ask yourself, would the future improved version of me do this or not do this? Will this choice have a positive ROI? For example, I am currently recording this presentation for you. The future version of me that runs a business, is relatively successful, happy in life, and helping people would definitely post this video and film it and record it and all that stuff. This is when your environment starts to matter. It's much harder to lose weight when there's a ton of junk food and sweets around. It's a lot harder to read books when your phone is on the desk with you. Making your environment work for you instead of against you is a literal cheat code to succeeding with your goals. Some common suggestions would be, when reading or doing work, put your phone in another room or a drawer and turn on Do Not Disturb. Make sweets and snacks harder to come by or out of reach. Put your workout clothes or running shoes out before the morning or whenever it is that you work out. Doing these small things will make it inevitably easier to do your daily actionables. But there's more to your environment than just your space. It also includes your social circle. If you're hanging out with people who do not align with your future goals or lifestyle, it's time to do an audit. There's a quote that I love. If you're the smartest person in the room, it's time to change rooms. If you're the only one in your friend group that implements healthy ways of thinking, habits, and has actual goals, either encourage your friends to join you, and if they don't want to, cut them out of your life. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I know it's said over and over, but it's one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn in life, and I learned it too late. But better late than never. Go to the more expensive gym. Join online communities. Go to the mastermind event. Surround yourself with people who align with your vision, and success is inevitable. Passions and hobbies. Making money, building your physical and mental strength, and investing in your future self are wonderful avenues, but life can become mundane, and this is when having passions and hobbies can bring color into your life. Pursue creative and fun endeavors. Take this time to let yourself recharge and go inside another world full of creativity, focus, and fulfillment. Whether it's playing music, writing, drawing, learning a martial art, or even playing video games. Because self-improvement is great, and wanting to make your life better and getting over your insecurities and all that stuff, it's awesome. But you are uniquely you, like I said, and you have interests in certain things, and you should take pride in your hobbies, and you should explore different hobbies and different avenues of creative endeavors, because hobbies make life a lot more fun, and you can also meet people through hobbies. Spending time with others is a huge part of life, but spending time alone is also extremely important. This is a lesson I wish I had understood earlier. I used to hate being alone. I always felt like I needed to be surrounded by people, even if they were detrimental to my life. Spending time by yourself is a must when it comes to fulfillment and joy in life. Go for a walk by yourself. Enjoy nature. Go see a movie by yourself with no distractions. Go to a concert by yourself. Get immersed. Spend time reading or learning a new skill. Spend time alone with your thoughts. It's important to balance your social life with intentional solitude. This is when some of your best ideas will flow to you. This is when you can remain in deep thought and reflection. This is when you can be unbothered and undistracted. Enjoy this time. Let yourself recharge. One thing I would like to say before we wrap this up. You're not going to be perfect every day. Everything that you've learned in this presentation and everything that you apply, you must be consistent, but consistency doesn't mean every day perfectly. It means over months and years, steady, continuous action. There'll be days where you might not do a whole lot. There'll be days where you might do more than you thought you would. The entire point is to build a lifestyle that works for you, that balances your work, your health, your passions, friends, relationships, and all that kind of stuff. And if you can just work on auditing your life and designing your life the way you want it to be, height won't bother you anymore. The secret to getting over your height is focusing on your life. It seems so simple, but so many guys overcomplicate it. So with all that being said, the choice is up to you. Will you continue letting your height define you after watching this? Or will you walk the road less traveled and change for the better? I truly hope that it is the choice you make. Because like I said, the secret lies in lifestyle design and auditing your life. And tweaking everything to your liking, embracing who you are, and having no shame. Because, like I said before, a lot of people, especially us guys and short guys, do things for the approval of other people. And if you can understand that that's truly where the insecurity derives from, because you're seeking approval, and you can learn to embrace who you are and realize that people will love you for who you are. You don't need to be a specific kind of person and, you don't have to change yourself. People will love you for you if you embrace who you are and are confident in who you are, whether you're short, tall, average, or whatever. So please, that's the key takeaway of everything. Embrace who you are and embrace positive changes in your life and just do what you can for your health, for your mind, for your work, and your purpose in your life. Thank you for watching until the end, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.